Hey everybody, Shoebox Legends here. Thanks for joining me for another video today. This is going to be the next installment of a recurring series here on the channel that is titled I Don't Have That, But I Do Have This. And as I talked about in the first installment of this series, basically what we're going to do here is take a look at a card in virtual form that I do not own for whatever reason. But then we're going to look at a card that I do own that was sort of inspired by or closely mirrors in some way the card that I don't have. So what you see in front of you, I think, is one of the most recognizable basketball cards of the 90s. Certainly, arguably the most recognizable basketball insert card of the 90s, or one of them anyway. And that is the Michael Jordan Scoring Kings from 1993-94 Fleer Ultra Basketball. Fleer Ultra is not, or wasn't at the time anyway, thought of as like a high-end product or anything like that. But this particular insert has always been very, very popular. Just obviously the sort of lightning effect here and the really sharp foil element in the background there, and the very, very tough edges and border on this card due to the material that it's made out of make it, really hard to keep in pristine condition. And for a variety of reasons, this has become one of the most desired basketball inserts of the 90s, especially the Jordan card. In higher grades, this is a comma card all day long. Even in an 8 or a 9, your PSA 8 or a 9, you're going to spend over $1,000 to acquire that Michael Jordan. So I do not have one of those as a result of that. I'm not a huge basketball guy. I do have a couple of Jordans in my collection, but certainly don't own that one. But I do have a card that I picked up in the last few weeks that was directly sort of inspired by that Jordan. So this is also from Fleer Ultra, and it's from the baseball realm, and it's a few years older than the Michael Jordan. So this is a Thunderclap Alex Rodriguez. And this was issued in 1997. So obviously A-Rod is still with the Mariners here. And I think you can see the obvious corollary that I drew here, which is, the element of, well, first of all, this is a Fleer Ultra insert, just like the Scoring Kings. And it prominently features lightning theme, just like the Scoring Kings Jordan. I'm going to free Alex here from his top loader so we can get rid of some of this glare and just give you an idea for how this card, the foil element of this card really shines. So all of the lightning in the background there is actually done in foil, as well as the subject's name at the bottom of the card here. So these they look incredible in hand, and if you like shiny, something that's a little bit different, these are really, really cool. Thunderclap existed as an insert set in Fleer Ultra Baseball for a few years running. I chose to pursue this A-Rod because I think this 1997 release most closely resembles the legendary Scoring Kings basketball set. It's definitely not an exact match, as you can tell, but it's the same brand, it's similar cardstock, it's the same theme or a similar theme, and I just think these are sort of underappreciated maybe in the realm of 1990s baseball inserts. This is also, as with the original Scoring Kings, it's on almost like a foil cardstock to begin with. You can kind of see here, and then maybe like a metallic foil though. And then the actual lightning and the player name is in more like a rainbow foil. These are actually not that expensive, surprisingly. I think I paid $4 for this A-Rod. He's not a guy I normally go after, but I do like his stuff from his earlier days with the Mariners, more so than his later career cards, and thought this would make for a fun episode of this video series. And again, the price was right here. I paid, I think, $4 plus a couple bucks shipping to get this shipped to my door. It's actually in pretty good shape. So as with the original Scoring Kings basketball cards, the cardstock here is just really tough, and the edges of these cards, especially on the back, tend to get pretty beat up. But I have to say, this A-Rod is pretty good. This looks a lot better than many of the other copies that I have seen out there. Certainly satisfied with the condition for the $4 price point that I took that one home at. And so that is my Thunderclap A-Rod. So inspired directly by the Scoring Kings Jordan. So I may not have that, but I do have this, and that is good enough for my collection. So appreciate you joining me today. If you have any Thunderclap baseball cards or a particular year of Thunderclap that is your favorite, or any of them in your collection, I'd certainly love to hear your thoughts in the comments. And also, if you have any Scoring Kings basketball, it'd be interesting to hear about that too. So thanks for stopping by, and I'll be back soon with more content. Take care.